Hello everyone, this is the Mining Geologist and I am back again with another very exciting and very informative game. Yes, you heard that right, this is not a tutorial, this is going to be a game. And before you skip the video, let me tell you something, this is not any game, this is a mining related game. So I was bored recently and I decided to create this game. It's not done yet, it's just a proof of concept and everyone can download this one and use it. And I'm here just to show you how it works, and I'm actually looking for some recommendations to make this game better and playable where people can enjoy it and at the same time learn something about mining. So stick with me in this video and let's see how the game works. Okay, so once you download the game, the first thing that you'll do is you just double click and let's talk about how the game works. And basically you'll see the game is called Mining Game and it's a very generic name. I couldn't come with a better name than this, but we can change that later once we have something complete and it's something that is playable. But for now is you'll see like the easy mode, you can just win the game in just a couple clicks. The hard mode is sometimes nearly impossible to win, but that's how the game is. So I will be really thankful if everyone who watched this video think about how the game works and then comment something how we can improve this one, and I will try to pick some good ideas that you guys recommend and use this one, use them to improve the game. Okay, so the first thing that you'll notice is that we've got three buttons: easy, medium, and hard. I'm not sure how many of you have played games in the past, but this is like, you find this kind of stuff in any game that you download. So easy, basically that should be like very quick to finish the game, and hard is supposed to be really hard. But what you notice also is that you've got this text that is displayed on the side. So basically the difficulty is like, it is it easy, medium, or hard, or whatever. The mean and standard deviation, you see that for the easy it's 50 and 15, for the hard is 10 and 15. So basically what's happening here when we start the game, there is a truth model that is hidden from you, so you don't know the grades in this truth model. And basically what you're trying to do is to mine or to drill some data to get some information about this truth model, use an interpolation method to guess where the high grades are, or maybe based on some pattern that you see in the grid, you see like, for example, say for example that there are this structure that is oriented in this direction and so on. So you pick the right, locations to drill or decide whether you want to mine that area or not. So you'll see that the game is really simple. There's not it's not like fancy graphics, but if we manage to get the logic behind it and like add more cool tricks to the game, it will be fun to play, especially for someone who is passionate about the mining industry or maybe geostatistics. So the second thing, or like I said here, the mean and standard deviation, I said that there is a Gaussian, like it's going to use a Gaussian model to create this truth model. And basically for that, you'll need the mean and the standard deviation. For the easy mode, the mean is going to be 50. And by the way, the grades are between 0.1 and 100. So 50 is like in the middle. And so like if you go and do like the mean of all the data, it's going to be 50. So there is some, a high chance for you to mine or drill a high grade. So that's why it is really easy. Then if you go to medium and hard, you'll see that the mean of the data decreases, which means that the chances of hitting a high grade is really a little bit harder. And that's not just the only thing that makes it hard. The other thing is that you see like random spots here. So these are like really random names that I came up with for different variables, but random spots is that I've created like different algorithms to generate different structures. So sometimes you'll have a structure with like different spots in which you have these high grades, and sometimes you have like a continuous structure with a specific orientation. It could be like from east to west or like north to south or like a specific azimuth. So basically, these are the number of spots or like high grade structures that could be found in the model. So in the hard, the maximum is 2, so it could be just 1 or 2, but for the easy it could be up to 6, so you can find like 6 structures. So the chances of you hitting one of these high grades is really high. So the starting budget is like, you think of this like the money inside the game. So basically you start with that 400. So if you drill or if you mine, that's going to decrease. And if you hit some high grades when you mine them, basically you're going to make some money and that budget's going to increase. To win the game, there are 2 things that you can do. Either to achieve that budget, which is the win budget here. For the easy mode, it's going to be 1,000. And for the hard mode, it's going to be 10,000. And trust me, this one is really hard. And the other thing is to mine the whole grid. So that's another way to win the game. So in each one of these, you'll see like there are different costs, the drilling cost and the mining cost. This is a typo here. It's supposed to be mining cost, not mine cost. So basically in the easy mode, once you reveal a cell, if you click on a cell, it's going to reveal that cell from the truth model. It's going to reveal the grade, and it's going to cost you 1. But if you're on the hard, it's going to cost you 5. The mining cost, this means that each cell that you mine, it's going to cost you 10 in the hard, it's going to cost you 5 in the easy. There is like in real life in mining, so there is like a minimum width. Basically, if you mine a cell, you need to mine all the cells around it. So you end up with a 9 by 9 grid, and you multiply each one of these by the mining cost, and that's how much it's gonna cost you. It's gonna decrease that number from the budget that you have. Now the cutoff, it is actually the cutoff, but it's used differently in the game. So for example, in the easy mode, you can see that the cutoff base is 40% plus or minus 10, which means that if you hit the grade with 40, it means that you're not going to make anything. So you're going to break even. Anything that is above 40, for example, if you hit a grade of, let's say, 50, it means that everything that is above 40, for example, 10, it's going to be added to your budget. Okay, so if you hit, for example, 100, which is the maximum grade, you're going to get 60 added to your budget. But don't forget that, for example, in this case, we're saying that 40 you're going to break even, which is not true. 45 is the break even because mining each one of these cells is going to cost you 5. So you keep that in your mind. The other thing, the plus or minus 10, this is basically to simulate that the prices or like the selling prices of the commodity could change like over the years, and from time to time it could be up, it could be down. So that plus or minus 10 means that after you mine something, after you mine 9 cells, which means like a pit, the cutoff base or the cutoff that's used to see whether a block or a cell is considered as a waste or as an ore could change, could be like plus or minus 10 or anything in between. So it could go from a maximum, it could go up to a maximum of 50, or it could be down to 30, which means that a waste could be considered as ore now. So if you go to the hard, you'll see that the cutoff base is 60 and you have like not that much of high grade. So, and then to win, you need to reach 10,000. So that's going to make the game more harder. Then there is the cutoff chance, which means like in the hard mode, there is a 70% chance that it could increase the cutoff. It means that it's going to be like some of the high grades are going to be considered as waste, and 30% chance of that being like getting a -20. And in the easy mode, it's just 50. So you have like a 50% chance of either going +10 or -10. Sorry if this was too long, but I just wanted to explain how it works. And now let me show you how the game works. And I'm going to use the medium here. If you start the game, so the grid is going to be zoomed out. You can zoom out to see the full grid. You can see that I've got the budget here. I've got the cutoff here that is shown all the time. We've got here like a mini map that shows like the full grid, but as a mini map. You've got 3 buttons here: the reset to start all over again, reveal the truth. This is going to reveal the truth model here, which means that you decided to quit the game or lose. Back to the menu, which it's going to take you back to the main menu to choose another mode. On the left side here, you've got an interpolate, and we have a power. So currently the game is using just ID, inverse distance, weighted for interpolation. So basically you can change the power here from 2 to 5, and 5 is going to be basically as if it's going to be a nearest neighbor interpolation. So I know that a lot of you are going to say, oh, we want to see varigrams and kriging, and we want to, do like different, search parameters and stuff like that. Yeah, I know these are the things that I'm planning to add, but it's a little bit tricky, and I'm looking for that kind of stuff and other like creative way to make this game better, like and other ideas that we can add to this game. So please, anything that you can think of, comment that and leave it in the comment box below. Or if you're seeing this on LinkedIn, comment on LinkedIn. That's also, I check always the comments there. So the way you start this is that you can drill here. So drilling is just clicking. If I also click here, you can see that it reveals the value. So the grade here is 82. There is a problem that I'm trying to figure out how to fix it, is that if the cell is on the edge, like the value is not centered in the cell, but you see, if you cannot see it, you can zoom in, you'll see that there is the value is there. So let me reset and start all over again. So basically, if I click, you'll see that it's going to reveal the grade. This one is 64, the cutoff is 50, which means that this one is going to make me some money, and that one cost me 5. You can see that the budget decreased, but this is not how you should do it. You should right click. You'll see that the cell is going to turn white, and right click in another location. Let's say this one. This is the area that we are interested in. Let's say that this is going to be our like the boundary of our property. This is where we're allowed to do the interpolation. And we drilled that hole with left clicking, and now I can drill this one and see if we have like a trend or anything like that. So let me see on the corner. So you can see that I've got some high grades in here, but the budget is decreasing. So make sure that you don't lose all your money drilling. So you can see that in this area, I think there's not that many high grades. Let's see here. Yeah, we might probably find a structure in this way. So what I can do now is let's keep it as 2 and do interpolate. What this one is going to do, it's going to interpolate the cells using inside that boundary using the known values. Okay, so I think that there might be a structure in this direction. So what I'm going to do is, and by the way, you see that the budget decreased a lot, and we've used we revealed only like 5 cells. It also takes 1 of your budget for every cell that is inside that domain of interpolation. So I'm not sure, this is like I think 7 or 8 by another 8. So that number was removed also from the budget. So you cannot just start with the whole grid, because that's gonna take all your budget. So the next thing is, let me try and maybe check this area by right-clicking first and then right-clicking in here, and this is going to define a new area. So one thing here is that if two areas are connected, this area will be able to use the samples from this one. If they're not connected, it's not going to use them. It's going to use only the values that are within that boundary or that new property that you've digitized. So let me try and see if we've got some high grade values here. So yeah, I'm gonna probably interpolate this one, and you see the budget decrease. So yeah, let me go really fast and show you how it works. So I'm gonna interpolate this one. Let's say that I want to mine now. So if you want to mine, first of all, you need to make sure that the cell that you're gonna mine is inside a boundary or a property that you own. And let's say that I want to mine this one. If I double click, watch the cutoff here. If I double click, this is going to reveal, you see the pink boundary there? It means that this one is an open pit. So this one revealed all of these grades, and you can see that the budget increased because I've revealed some high grades. And now if you mine an adjacent cell to this pit, you can mine that cell only, which means that you're expanding or you're pushing back your pit. And you can see that I've mined this one. And every cell that you mine, that's going to be a new data that's going to refine the interpolation. You can see that the colors are changing every time I mine something new because it's using the new data to refine the interpolation and giving you a better idea of how it might look like. And you see here, this is like everything that is related to the truth model. So you see the truth model here and everything that is interpolated in here. So let me go and try to mine this one and mine this one. So the cutoff now is 47, which means that everything above it is going to make us money. Everything below it is going to cost us money. So yeah, so this is basically what you're going to do. In this medium, we need to have a budget of 5,000. So let me now try to mine some of these. Let me go here just to show you how it works. You can see that we don't have a lot of high grades here, and it's costing us some money, but we might make some money if the cutoff grade goes down. So let me go and reveal the truth, and you can see this is how the model looked like. You see that we've got these spots here with high grades and everything around it is low grade. It's saying you lose, so I lost the game. So let me go and reset, and then let me do reveal the truth just to show you that there is another one. So it looks very similar. So reset, reveal the truth. And this is another model here. So if I go to the main menu and click the hard now, and let's start this one, I want to show you how the hard looks like, reveal the truth. And you can see that there's a lot of low grades and only a couple of high grades in here. And let me reset and reveal the truth. And that's a different kind of model there. Let me reset, reveal. You see that now I've got the structure in this direction. So it's all like it's generating these random truth models. Sometimes it could be the same. So let me go. You see now I've got like 3 structures. So this game could be easy here, but it's really going to teach you how to try to predict maybe trends and look at the data, decide where to mine. And this is the idea, is not just a game, but my idea is maybe you could play something while learning also. So yeah, this is the game. I will leave the download link below. It's free for everyone. And again, I always keep on saying this. I use Gumroad to host, downloadables. So if you go there and you see that it's asking for like a price or something, you can put in 0 there and download the game. It's for free, and I'm saying it again, it's for free. You can download this one, and please try it and look how what I've explained so far, and let me know if you have any ideas that we can make this better. And maybe after we do everything with like all the game logic, we can make this a 3D game, and it's gonna be our own Minecraft, and it's gonna be a really fun game to play for everyone and learn something about mining and geostatistics. And with that being said, guys, see you on the next video.
He's the mining geologist, here to show you all the things that you might have missed. He's got plenty of software tips and tricks for your geoscience lives. So get your fix of mineral exploration and mining engineering information, and check the links, leave a like, and please subscribe.